What's up, guys? I just finished watching a lot of wrestling tonight. Both TNA and WWE were on tonight. I watched TNA first. If you saw my TNA Impact review, you'll know that I did watch Impact when it was live on air, and I recorded Raw. But I'm going to get right into my Raw review, a little bit of Raw talk, and Raw was really good. I enjoyed it. I will say that I enjoyed Raw more than Impact. Although I did like Impact. It was a good show as well. But Raw was just a little bit better in my opinion. We start the show off with The Undertaker coming down and shooting a promo on HBK. Very great promo. He goes on to say that Shawn Michaels will rest in... Cue the Shawn Michaels music. And Shawn Michaels comes out. And they go back and forth, you know. HBA goes on to say that, you know, the reason you attacked me last week was because you had fear in your eyes. And it was pretty cool. They go on back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And HBK basically wants to have this match at Mania. He wants to make it a no count out, no DQ match. He wants there to be a clear winner either by submission or pinfall. And I'm guessing that they agreed to it. No, they never really clarified if they did or not. But the great way to open the show. They cut a great promo. Then we get to see the first match, 6 Diva tag match. Kelly, Gail Kim, and Eve against Alicia Fox, Maurice, and Katie Lee. Yeah, it was a Divas match. It was alright. Kelly, Gail Kim, and Eve win. Now, Chris Angel was the guest host. He was in a few segments doing magic tricks. Thought that was kind of cool. I mean, that's what he does. So I guess it was kind of expected. But we get to see our first segment with Chris Angel. He's hanging out with Hornswoggle and the Bella Twins. Bella Twins are always hanging out with the guest hosts. Anyways, he does this string magic trick where he takes a piece of string. He took it from the bust of, or the bosom, I guess you could say, of one of the Bella Twins. And he pulls a string out, puts it in his mouth, starts chewing the string, then he starts pulling it out of his eye. It was kind of weird and sick all at the same time. But anyways, that was that segment. And from there, we see another match. Show Miz versus Morrison and R-Truth. Now, before the match, as Miz and the Show are walking down to the ring, the Miz is cutting a promo. And he goes on to talk about how you know, R-Truth and John Morrison should not be the #1 contenders. You know, they haven't really done anything. They're not real contenders. What have they done to even be a tag team, you know? And, you know, when Miz talks, he really does speak the truth. He says a lot of things that I think, you know, and I think it's great that he's able to speak his mind and really kind of talk the truth, because he does speak the truth a lot when he does his promos, and I really enjoy it. I think that's why I like The Miz so much, because he tells it how it is. He always talks shit about the guest hosts, how they waste time, and he tells the truth about these random tag teams. I mean, I know he's in a random tag team that's been thrown together, but they're the tag champs, and they're working out rather well. But anyways, they have a match. You know, the referee... they have a match with Morrison and R-Truth, and the ref just stops the match. I guess he could not get it under control. And that was that. We did get to see John Cena with Josh Matthews. Cena cuts a promo on Batista, and that was that. We did get to see another segment with Chris Angel. He's hanging out with Evan Bourne. Evan Bourne's like, thank you for putting me in a Money in the Bank qualifying match with Steven Regal. And... from there, Regal comes in, Evan Bourne leaves, and Regal's hanging out with Chris Angel, and Regal's got his NXT guy with him. Angel does another magic trick where he tells him to write a number on a notepad and hide it against his chest, and he guesses the number. He guesses what the number is. It's 56. Not too impressive in my eyes, but whatever. We did get to see another match, Legacy versus Orton in the handicap match. Orton attacks Legacy as they're being introduced to the ring. And it's a nice, long match. This match was given a lot of time. I thought it was really good. Legacy gets the win with the Dream Street. They continue to kick his ass afterwards. Cody Rhodes puts him in the Crossroads. And then they basically start mocking him by doing Randy Orton's signature vintage pose, I should say. And that was that. Then Josh Matthews is interviewing Batista. Batista goes on to say that, you know, Cena's paranoid. He's like, I will not interfere in the match. Then we get to see Triple H cut a promo. He comes out talking about Sheamus attacking him last week. He says that he totally respects Sheamus for doing what he did last week. He doesn't blame him whatsoever. Sheamus comes out. He basically challenges him to a match at Mania. Triple H goes on to say that he had a great first year talking about Sheamus. But you don't make a name for yourself, or nothing you do in wrestling means anything until you make it at WrestleMania. So all those accomplishments he's had don't mean anything until you get to WrestleMania and make a name for yourself. They start fighting each other, and you know, it's back and forth. They're really doing some good things with Sheamus and Triple H. I mean, we just started seeing this build up, but I liked the fight they had tonight. Triple H does get the upper hand, but it was really good. We did get to see Chris Angel and Santino. They do the magic cup and knife trick where they hide a knife under a cup. He smashes all the cups, and yeah, whatever. It was pretty cool, I guess. We did get to see Evan Bourne and William Regal for the Money in the Bank qualifying match. Very short match. Evan Bourne gets the win. Very sweet. There's 8 men in the Money in the Bank ladder match. So I'm glad to see Evan Bourne in it. He's a great high flyer. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do with a ladder. We didn't get to see Chris Angel come out, and he's a special ring announcer for the Cena and McMahon match. He announces them, and McMahon makes it a handicapped gauntlet match. Basically, McMahon's the only guy that's in the match the whole time, and then every so often a new guy will come down to be his tag partner. The first guy was Vladimir Kozlov. He came in, beat up John Cena, tagged McMahon in, then Kozlov left. Cena kept kicking out of every move these guys gave him. Then Drew McIntyre came down, then Jack Swagger, then Mark Henry. Vince then makes it a no DQ match. He gets the ring bell. He's going to hit John Cena with it, but Mark Henry keeps him from doing so. Then then Vince McMahon tries to make Mark Henry do it. Mark Henry refuses to do it. And then basically Batista comes out and tries to beat up on John Cena. Well, he doesn't try, he does. Then Kofi Kingston comes out to try to help. That doesn't work. And then McMahon basically gets the win. And yeah, interference with Batista. Kofi tries to help, but it doesn't work. Batista's kicking ass. He stands at the end of the show over John Cena. And you know, the build-up's doing really well. I liked Raw a little bit better. I like the matches a little bit more, I think. But I thought that both shows did a good job. The WrestleMania build-up has been fantastic. I think that's why I've enjoyed Raw a lot more than TNA. Last week's TNA, I thought it was good, but a lot of people didn't like it. But I did think TNA was 100% better than last week. But regardless, that's my Raw talk. Let me know what you guys think. This is Gold Dizzy. Peace out.